मुझे 5 नंबर्स चाहिए। हर बच्चा मुझे एक नंबर देगा, ठीक है? तो बोलो
9 6 3 5
7
अब मैं इन 5 नंबर्स में से एक मैजिक स्क्वायर बनाऊंगी जिसमें रोज और कॉलम्स ऐड करने से आंसर सेम टू सेम होगा। देखिए कैसे? 9 प्लस 6 प्लस 3 प्लस 5 प्लस 7। बोलो कितना? 9 प्लस 6 प्लस 5 प्लस 7 प्लस 3। बोलो कितना? 3 प्लस 9 प्लस 7 प्लस 6 प्लस 5।
This video, the topic of magic squares is taken. What is a magic square? So magic square is just a single simple square only, but it is constructed in such a way. Now I will construct here a 3 by 3 magic square. 3 by 3 means total there are 9 boxes. Okay, if it is a 4 by 4 then it will have 16 boxes. If it is a 5 by 5 it will have 25 boxes. The total number of boxes will always be a perfect square number. Now here in this you have to fill with the numbers in such a way. Let me show you after filling the numbers that what will happen. The total of these rows, the total of all three diagonals, all the three columns and the two diagonals, they should be always, the total of all these three should be always same. So herein I have filled the numbers. You can see when I add them, total, this total is 33, this total is also 33, and means this, the total of the 3 rows is 33, the total of these 3 columns, these 3 rows, these 3 columns and the 2 diagonals, all of the total is 33. And the value 33 is known as the magic constant. Means the value of this magic square is known as magic constant, and for this square the magic constant is 33, because you will get 33 when you will add all the columns, all the rows and both 3 diagonals. This is known as a magic square. Now for the concept of magic square, you can search on the internet. You will find plenty of things related to this, how it is constructed and how it is made. So but when I was in school, I have written this book of magic squares. I made it with reference to a book which I got from library. I have written this book. In this book I have shown about the magic squares, the introductory part and the history about it, and along with that I have also written the whole process of making these squares, means how to make a magic squares, how to solve it, and standard magic squares of 3 by 3, as you can see here, 3 by 3 magic squares, 4 by 4 magic squares. Okay, and this you can see just in the textbook what we have exercises. I have given these types of questions, and here in this I have given the answers also. Okay, see this, plenty of questions I have written. So this book I have till long years I have saved with me. So this, all these 3 by 3 long questions. After this short, means after this you can say 9 questions, here it starts the word problems. Word problems are also related to magic squares only, but you have to understand it in the concept and then you have to solve it. Like this, magic square A has a greater value than, just like the linear equation which we have, or the questions of matrix and matrices that we have in 11th and 12th, this type of I have. Now this whole things, total 20 questions including the word problems for this 3 by 3 magic square. Then it comes 4 by 4 magic square. So after this, immediately 3 by 3, I have made this 4 by 4 magic squares like this, with some hints also, just within this book only. You can see this all. Then again word problems related to this 4 by 4 magic square. After 4 by 4 magic square completes, I have started 5 by 5 magic squares, that is constructing a magic square with 25 boxes. So first it will contain the method how to make it, and then it will contain the exercise. Just like the textbook, maths textbook what is there in school, first the concept is given, the how to solve it, some examples are given, and then exercise is given. So the same way I have written it. This you can see solution is there just within a flap. Okay, so after this I have this 7 by 7 also, I guess, yes, 7 by 7. And this interesting magic square, this is known as the Nasik magic square. which you can see here, Nasik magic square. So it is the type of magic square which you have to make by filling only 1 to 25 only within this magic square. So then it is a 7 by 7 magic square. It will have 49 boxes. Every time when the magic square keeps on upgrading total number of boxes, when it increases, the method and the complexity also increases with it. So this is the another magic square. Value means 140, value in the sense the magic constant. So when you will add all of them, all these rows and all these 7 rows, all these 7 columns, the 2 diagonals, the total you will get this as a 140. So missing first of all these 2 you have to fill, and then the remaining things you have to do. It is a very complicated thing to solve. It looks easy, but you have to apply. It should be like your addition and subtraction skills should be totally very. There is nothing, multiplication and division is not as required here. Only and only addition and subtraction skills should be there. So this type of word problems also I have kept, if you can see. So this was a very big question, number 20. So this is, I think solution is also I have given. Another book is there. This book you can see here. I have. This book is for questions, and this another book which I have shown, it is just for the solution of the word problems. Means all the word problems of all the sections, 3 by 3, 4 by 4, 5 by 5. The solution is given in this book and the questions are given in this book. So two books I have written on the magic square concept. Now another type of fractional magic square. So how it is, so then all of the elements will be in fractions, as you can see. Other than numbers, there is a fraction, and this is the sequence. I will teach you after this book introduction. I will teach you how to construct them. Not all, but just general 3 by 3 and 4 by 4. Because if this entire book I will convert into that, it will be a very long. So this again same method. First of all, magic square is written, and then its answer is there in the flap. I have taken this very complicated one also. So you can see this one is really containing the surds also, algebraic surds is there. Then the word problems also, you can see this. You have to make a construction a magic square whose taking it as a central element. Now you have to make obviously 3 by 3 or possible. This is the central element, means this element will come in the center. Now just to see, I will show you the solution of this question number 17 also. So here I have the solution of this. As I told you, questions are written in this book and the answers are written in the another book. So what is this? If you have to take this is a central element, yes. So if this is a central element, the value of the magic constant will be this. X means the central element and V means the value. So according to that, the constructed magic square is as in front of you. You can see it is a 3 by 3 magic squares. So when you will add all these 3, means 3 columns, 3 rows, and the diagonal sums, you will end up with this value. This total of V means the value of the magic squares. So this how to do it. There's also the process I have totally explained here. So this book, I have written it. Then proceeding further, yes, again 4 by 4. So basically different types of magic square with all possible, means number magic square, so 3 by 3, 4 by 4, 5 by 5. Then fractional magic square, so that also 3 by 3, 4 by 4, 5 by 5. See, this type of questions also I have taken here. As you can see, question number 8. So that involves powers and exponents along with the conjugate surds. And now I think it is 5 by 5 for the fractional magic square. Fraction and decimal, they both are actually one and the same thing, so that is why I have taken. So this is the very complicated one. You can see another. You have to construct a 5 by 5 magic square by taking this as a value. So this will be the value, means when you will add all the rows, all the columns, this you should get as a value. So accordingly you have to put the remaining. Now this you will find that it is really difficult when you will try to solve the 3 by 3 or 4 by 4 magic square in just numbers. Now here it is variable magic square, means involvement of variable like this. Okay, variable magic squares. So you will be given certain variables, and of course as you can see here, the concept of linear equation can be used to solve them. Linear equation that is we study in grade 10. So this is the long exercises of variable magic square like this. You can see the value is given. Of course the value will also be in the terms of variable only, since the total of all this variable is going to be a variable quantity only, like this. So you can see 3 by 3, and after that 4 by 4 magic squares of variable only. Again, all these are variables. Value is given. Now what happens? This is actually a little bit advanced. Now what will happen? When you will solve this, you will compare this with the value. So you will find the value of the variable also when you will solve this. As you can see, there will be linear equations, and when you will compare it with this, you will get the value of variable. So finally, as I told you, I will not take you long for this book. I just want to show you that the concept of magic square is really very big, but the concept, that is how to construct it, is very easy. So now let us see about that, how to construct magic square. But before that, I would like to show you the history about magic squares. I have this. I will attach this page on this I'll attach this on this video, so you can go through this. I have this, actually I have got it from a library book when I was, as I told you, in school. I got it, and the legend of magic square, it is about 2,500 years ago. So basically what happens is, some Chinese legends, Sayat and all that, they were sitting, and so all of a sudden a turtle, as you can see from the book, I have taken this photograph. This turtle came up, and there were dot patterns in the turtle and the back of the turtle. If you can see, you can zoom the video. This I will zoom it on this running video. So this turtle, on the back of the turtle, there were hexagon pattern like this. As you know, all the turtles have this. So in this hexagon pattern, there were certain dot patterns on the back of the turtle, and they found, I have written here, on this back of, there was strain design formed by dots. People formed a magic square by upping down the number. So what they found, I have written here, the people were surprised to know that the sum, means the total, remained the same, irrespective of addition in horizontal, vertical or diagonal modes. Means the dot patterns, means the number of dots on the back of the turtle, when you add them in any order, the total remains the same. So that is how the concept of magic squares came. So this was the history of the books, and now we will see how to construct a 3 by 3 and a 4 by 4 magic square. And we will also see two general formulas and what is a Ramanujan magic square. All that things we will see after this. So after knowing the concept of magic squares, now we will see how to construct a magic square. First of all, we will start by the standard 3 by 3 magic square. 3 by 3 magic square means the magic square that will have 9 boxes. So here I will draw a square with a 9 boxes. So here I have drawn a magic square with 9 boxes, and it is known as a 3 by 3 magic square. Now we want to put in the numbers here. So for that we need to have, first of all, what should be the magic constant. As I told you, magic constant means the value on which you get on adding the rows and the columns and the diagonals. Now that I want to make. Now for this 3 by 3 magic square, it will be very easy if I take the multiple of 3. Let's say, for example, if I take the magic constant as a 36. Why 36? Because 36 is divisible by 3. So you can put any number. So 36 instead of 36, if you take 42, then also it is divisible by 3. If you take 30, then also it is okay. But it should be a multiple of 3. Like that. Now what happens? The value is 36. So the value means the total of rows, columns and diagonals. That is 36. So we have to start with the central element. If the value is 36, then the central element is given by the value divided by number of boxes. That is, not number of boxes, type of magic square. So 36 is the value, and divided by 3 by 3 magic square. So the x means the central element should be 12. Means here I would have to write a 12. So one element is written. Now remaining 8 we have to find. So how to find that? So we have to take the 12 as a median. Now you know this, mean, median and mode. Now what you have to do? You have to write the numbers after 12 and before 12 in this series. That is 12, after them 13, 14, 15, 3 to 4 numbers after this, like 16, let us go. Like I will write, let's say 4, chalo. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers after 12. So I will write 5 numbers before 12. So that is 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers before 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers after 12. And now you have to select this like when any two numbers but that are at the same position from 12. Same position, that is, suppose if I take this 9, so 9 is 2 before 12, so the number I have to take as a 2 after 12. So the first pair is 9 and 15 and keeping 12 as a center. Now 12 is already in the center, so 9 and 15 we will put, so you can put them in any order. So 9, 15, 9, 15, 9 here, 15 here, 9 here, 15 here, 9 here, 15 here, 9, 15, 15, 9. So keeping the 12, now you know this is like a tic-tac-toe. Any two elements will be filled up. So let me put suppose 9 here and 15 here. So what will happen, if you can see the total of these three is already 36. And now the same thing we will do for remaining two boxes also. So now I have to select another pair. So suppose I take 13 and 11, the very two which are next to it. So one next to it. So one thing remember, always select the number which is at the same position. Suppose if you select 16, so 1, 2, 3. After 3 numbers if you select 16, so here also after 3 numbers, that is 16 and 8, 17 with 7, 15 with 9. So that numbering that you have to, means the ordering you have to maintain. So now I told you 11 and 13. So suppose here I wrote 11 and here I wrote 13. So I get diagonal sum or the total of the diagonals as a 36. Now this remaining 4 boxes you can definitely do 36 when you subtract total of 9 and 13 from 36, means 36 minus 13 minus 9. So total of these two, now see this is very obvious, the total of this is 36, total of this is 36. So this element you can find by subtracting the total of these two from 36 and you will get as a 14. So check, the total is 36. Same thing you will do here, or since this is a 14, means the second the number at the second position 14 is there. So here in this box the number will be 10. That is totally obvious. So you can see the only 2 boxes are remaining. Same thing we'll do here. For this I will subtract 11 plus 9, that is 20, and 36 minus 20, so you will get here 16. Right, now 16 is 1, 2, 3, 4 at the 4th position from 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4th position from here it is 8, and that is how the number is 8. So this is your magic square completed with 3 by 3, and if you see, of course one thing you have to take care, no number should be repeated. Like if you are using, all the numbers should be totally different, then only it is considered a proper magic square. If a number is repeated, then you have to check again the ordering, like suppose here 16 and here 16. Okay, or any two number if it is repeated, you have to reconstruct again, because you see there are lots of pairs possible here. You can go here till 1 and here to you can get to infinity, and that depends on the constants which you select. If you suppose take a big number, let's say a number which is multiple of 3, suppose you take here as a 72, so you get more number of choices. If you take a 3-digit number, 4-digit number, you can see this is totally a tree. This is just, I have shown you one leaf, and the total number of magic square is like the tree. You can make so many magic square. But I hope the idea of 3 by 3 magic square is clear. And now when you want to give this to your friend, let's say for example after making this you want to give your friend that I will give you a magic square and you have to construct it, means you have to solve it. So then what you do, you give him like this, you draw it, means when you are gathered somewhere, even if you are a teacher, you want to give students. So what you do, you make a stencil like this, and out of this 9 randomly you write any numbers, like suppose you write like this 12, suppose 11, 15, right, and let's say 13 here. That's it. You give this much content to them and you tell them that you have to find the remaining such that the value or magic constant is 36. So then they will try their best. So how to solve this you already know. Subtract this 2 from 36, you will get this, then subtract this 2, you will get this. So 2 elements are obtained, so this can be obtained. Here also these two are obtained, so this can be obtained. And for this finally you can use any row and any column. So this is how you can construct a magic square and you can give to any one of you, who wants to. And this is just I think like the Sudoku which is given in the newspapers. Okay, so that is the trick here. And now we will see a construction of a 4x4 magic square.